All right, so I've been playing with these roses a bit. I can tell you, like, I feel like I'm just buzzing. I generally eat a petal or two of the roses if I'm working with them, and Mama, the mother energy, right? Mama. I am just in love here and studying each one of these, seeing the amazing beauty. And then these rose gardens are fabulous, especially in the spring, right? To make love bombs. I've made some already, and I've barely made it around even a portion of this beautiful rose garden. You can walk with me. I'm gonna set down this rose that decided it could come with me because it was already broken. Oh, I've been weeping and talking with Mama. There in that shot, you get all the different phases of the rose, except the rose hip. The phases of the rose remind me like the phases of a woman, right? Oh, if you could smell this. Oh my gosh, the smells are amazing. I'm having such a lovely time. Look at that one, the way it's bent over. Oh my, special little one. Oh. All the different colors. Rose gardens. My grandmother took me to rose gardens. She gave me both of my grandmothers. They grew roses. One of them actually, but they both had rose gardens. And, my grandmother down Edna, she took me to rose gardens in the spring in St. Francisville once. Look, hello, seagull. Got a visitor. Oh, look at these roses. Just, I remember my grandma. I think that's why I was a better grandmother than mother, right? Like, and I was a good grandmother. I had some issues there. I'm better with girls than I am with boys. But as I heal relationships with men, that can shift. And maybe through my grandsons, I can heal relationship with men. I love men. It's not that I don't love them. Boy, have I loved a lot of them too. And I've been hurt by a lot of men. But I still hope that, and I do see evidence in some places that there is a shift occurring for men too, realizing that they've been harmed by this system that oppresses women, and by not having women fully in their power in their lives, it hurts them too. And I do see evidence of awareness of that, and men that are doing the work to acknowledge that and begin shifting it in their interactions with women. And so I do have hope. Look at that little fairy sword. Oh, it's like a little fairy sword. I'm gonna have to keep that. I don't have an O. Hold on. There's an O. Get that one. I'll turn you sideways for a minute. There we go. Look at that. So while I'm down here doing the love bomb, I'm smelling. Look how dainty, tiny and pretty that one is. Reminds me of Tiny. So tiny. Love to see them now, how they've grown up. whether they still love roses, you know. You know, as Grammy Rose. My kids only got me mostly when I was Malia. She was very sick and one bit Rose. That's like the best of my grandmothers, the best of the beauty that can come out of pain. The best of me. Oh, and look at the little dewdrop in the rose. Oh, it looks like diamonds inside of there. So beautiful. I think rose gardens are where I'm happiest. It's gonna start raining on me. Oh, it's purple in here. I planted roses. I wonder how they did and if they're still blooming, if Sep still has them planted for my... Here, look at that tree. Oh my gosh. If they're still there, how many blooms they've had. That was the first rose bushes I planted. Fall apart in my hand. Make a love bomb out of you too. So much memory to do with roses. They've been on the planet for like 65,000 years, I think. My friend Maria at one point had looked up all that's about roses. I mean, it's the divine feminine mother of God, the big mama. And she has thorns, right? To me, the men are to be thorns, keep the women safe, protect the rose, right? Instead of pointing inward and harming the rose, you don't see the thorns poking at the rose. And a rose that doesn't have thorns is a lot more vulnerable. And that's the way men can provide their rightful thing, is to protect the mother, being able to have her say in her place, right? The sanctity of the mother and child relationship. You have to be in control of everything. Sun coming out a little bit. Cloudy day. Maybe we'll have a rainbow. Oh, the sun feels so good. So good. Look at this one. The petals are so different. As people talk about, like, oh, everything, the sacred geometry, the sacred imperfection is something not many know. Nature breaks the rules more than keeps them. From what I see. Oh. So many thoughts, like even trying to find words for it. Haven't been hurt a lot, so it seems I'm kind of wasting them. But even one of these days, my grandkids might get curious about it. Everybody thought this grandmother of theirs was so evil. And I'll come across a video of me talking to roses, talking about them. I'm wishing that I could take them to rose gardens like my grandma took me to rose gardens. And maybe those two that actually like fed the roses, trying to bring Jeremy Rose back to them, I'll do it again. And if I'm still here, if any one of them reached out any one of them, no matter what they've done to me in the past, or how I felt, I would answer the phone. I would answer the call. I'd be open for conversation. I would attempt to do my best to listen to how my behavior impacted them, the experience impacted them, and hold space that regardless of all of that, if we focus on love, and that we're all human, sometimes bad shit happens. People don't take the best actions when you're traumatized, and how trauma has hurt us all. Forgiveness and love, and being on good terms with those you do love very quickly is important. And that and then maybe they will do our parts. Unless we have a family. I actually have a family, because Ohana is important. I've done my best to make sure they had as many people loving them as was possible, and removed myself. And I would be the one endangering that to my own detriment. And I think that's, oh, look at the heart. See the heart? That's the thing I might apologize more than anything, is I apologize for putting my own self last, giving that even a thought in your mind to do to yourselves, not calling out bad behavior as often as tolerating it, excusing it, not realizing the impacts of trauma. And, doing that differently. We're here where we're here, and you don't do better till you know better. Now that I know better, I am doing better. That's what counts. Not just for myself, but for my lineage, because I believe and practice and live like that what we do does make a difference. Good, bad, right, wrong, harmful, beneficial. That's where I like it more than right, wrong, and all of that. Harmful or beneficial, loving or not loving, greedy or not greedy. Those behaviors impact far more than just ourselves. And if we want it to change outside, we got to be the ones to change it. I've been owning my responsibility there for a minute. And I am loving you. If you're listening to this, if you're impacted by my words, if you're in my lineage, which we're all one, you are. This is benefiting you too. As I heal, you do. Peace, love, and aloha, aroha. Much love from the roses. Whew, I feel very dizzy and my heart is beating funny. There's a little throne. Oh, look at the throne amongst the rose garden. Very throne. Birds. Hello. Hi, hi. Take in what's all around. Now I'm gonna go sit again with this tree. Get some more of my tears. Probably make it a love bomb too if I have time before Tom comes back to get me. Loving you.